You've heard the saying, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. But what if I told you that some fruits, yes, fruits, could quietly raise your stroke risk overnight? Fruits are nature's candy, full of color, nutrients, and health benefits. But not all of them are as innocent as they seem. Especially as we age, our bodies process sugar, fiber, and certain chemicals differently. And what once helped us in our 30s might be hurting us in our 60s. In this video, we're diving deep, and I mean deep, into 10 surprising fruits that can silently increase your risk of stroke, especially if you're over 50. Backed by real science, expert opinions, and actionable advice, we're going to break this down in a way that's clear, calm, and empowering. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly which fruits to approach with caution and how to protect your heart, your brain, and your future. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you care about your health or the health of someone you love. And click the bell icon so you never miss a weekly video about senior wellness, survival, and motivation. The hidden danger in healthy foods. Let's start with the obvious question. How can fruit, something so natural and recommended, raise stroke risk? The answer is in the details. Sugar content, glycemic index, inflammatory response, potassium levels, and how they interact with medications or chronic conditions like diabetes or high blood pressure. According to Dr. Walter Willett, a professor of epidemiology and nutrition at Harvard T.H. Chan School of Public Health, fruits are essential, but their type and preparation can shift their impact from beneficial to harmful, especially for seniors with metabolic concerns. The American Heart Association reports that nearly 800,000 strokes happen each year in the U.S., and more than 3/4 occur in people over 65. That's not just a statistic. That's someone's father, mother, or spouse, and many of these strokes are preventable, with better food choices being one of the key ways. So now that we understand the why, let's look at the which. Starting with fruit number 1, grapes. Grapes may look like a harmless, hydrating snack, but there's a hidden catch, especially in the sweet green or red varieties. Grapes are very high in fructose, a type of sugar that rapidly spikes your blood glucose, even though they have a low glycemic index on paper. A 2012 study published in the journal Atherosclerosis found that a diet high in fructose leads to increased arterial stiffness, a major risk factor for strokes in older adults. Over time, this causes more pressure in the arteries, damaging the walls and increasing clot risk. If you're also taking medications for blood pressure or blood thinners like warfarin, you may be at higher risk. Grapes contain vitamin K, which can interact negatively with blood-thinning medications, making dosage unpredictable. Tip: instead of snacking on 20 grapes at a time, try 5 to 6, and always pair them with a handful of nuts or cheese to slow the sugar absorption. Fruit number 2, bananas. Next up is one of the most popular fruits on the planet, bananas. Loved for their portability and potassium content, bananas are actually a double-edged sword for seniors. While potassium is essential for heart health, too much can cause problems, especially in people taking ACE inhibitors, diuretics, or potassium-sparing medications. Dr. Michelle Hauser, MD, a clinical associate professor at Stanford, notes that excessive potassium intake in vulnerable individuals can lead to irregular heartbeats or even sudden cardiac events. One medium banana contains about 422 milligrams of potassium. Add that to potassium-rich medications, and you may unknowingly be putting your heart under stress. Tip: if you love bananas, consider eating half at a time and consult your doctor about your potassium levels. Avoid combining them with other potassium-rich fruits like oranges or avocados in the same meal. Fruit number 3, mangoes. Let's talk tropical. Mangoes are juicy, flavorful, and rich in vitamins A and C. But here's the kicker. One medium mango contains over 45 grams of sugar. That's more than a can of soda. And for people with prediabetes, insulin resistance, or type 2 diabetes, that kind of sugar load can increase blood viscosity and inflammation, 2 serious stroke risk factors. A 2015 study in the Journal of the American College of Cardiology showed that high blood sugar levels directly contribute to blood clot formation, which is how most ischemic strokes occur. Add to that the fact that mangoes are often eaten in smoothies, dried, or as juice, where the sugar becomes even more concentrated, and suddenly your tropical treat isn't so friendly. Tip: if you want to enjoy mangoes, do it with fiber-rich vegetables like spinach or cucumbers. This slows absorption and reduces the sugar spike. Fruit number 4, dried fruits. Here's where we hit a common trap. Dried fruits, like raisins, dates, apricots, seem healthy. After all, they're just dehydrated fruit, right? But that dehydration concentrates the sugar and removes the water and fiber that help slow it down. 1 cup of raisins, over 100 grams of sugar. That's 25 teaspoons. And because they're small, it's easy to overeat them. These sugar surges can damage blood vessels, leading to what neurologist Dr. David Perlmutter calls silent vascular aging. Dried fruits are also often coated in sulfur dioxide, which may trigger blood pressure fluctuations or allergic reactions in sensitive seniors. And don't forget, many commercial dried fruits are sweetened with added sugars. Tip: stick to fresh whole fruits, or if you love dried fruits, keep it to a 1 to 2 tablespoon portion and pair it with protein. We're just getting started. These first 4 fruits are only the tip of the iceberg. Coming up, we'll look at 6 more fruits that might surprise you, including a few you probably thought were the healthiest on the planet. But before we continue, I want to ask you something. Do you know your personal stroke risk? If not, it's time to find out. Talk to your doctor. Get your blood pressure checked. Look at your sugar intake. It matters. If you've found this helpful so far, give this video a thumbs up so we can reach more seniors who need this kind of information. And don't forget to subscribe. Our mission is to keep you informed, empowered, and well. Fruit number 5, pineapple. Pineapple, sweet, tropical, and rich in bromelain, sounds healthy, right? And in many ways it is, but it's also high in acid and natural sugars. And if you eat it on an empty stomach or in large amounts, it can cause rapid insulin response and digestive inflammation. For seniors who already deal with acid reflux, ulcers, or are on blood pressure medications, this combination may trigger inflammation in the arteries or cause blood pressure instability. A 2016 meta-analysis in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition highlighted how inflammatory foods, including those high in fructose, can alter endothelial function, that's the thin lining of your blood vessels, and raise stroke risk. Plus, many people pair pineapple with ham in holiday dishes or snacks, which is a high-sodium meat. That sodium-sugar-acid combination is a perfect storm for vascular stress. Tip: keep pineapple portions small, about half a cup, and always eat it with a source of fiber or protein, like cottage cheese or mixed greens. Fruit number 6, canned fruits in syrup. Let's talk about something that often hides in plain sight: canned fruits in syrup. Whether it's peaches, pears, or pineapples, if they're sitting in heavy or even light syrup, they're soaking in added sugars and preservatives that can wreak havoc on your cardiovascular system. Dr. Robert Lustig, a pediatric endocrinologist and researcher at UCSF, has long warned about the dangers of hidden sugars. He explains that added fructose, especially in syrup form, is metabolized by the liver and can lead to insulin resistance, which damages blood vessels over time. Insulin resistance is a precursor not only to diabetes, but also stroke, particularly the ischemic kind caused by clots. If you rely on canned fruits for convenience, make sure to choose those labeled packed in water or 100% juice, and always rinse them before eating to remove excess sugars. Fruit number 6, watermelon. Now this one may surprise you. Watermelon. It's hydrating, refreshing, and full of lycopene, which is great for reducing inflammation. But for some seniors, especially those on certain medications or with kidney issues, too much watermelon can become risky. Why? Watermelon is about 90% water, but it also contains high amounts of natural sugars and potassium. A large slice has up to 500 milligrams of potassium. And when eaten in large amounts, it may lead to electrolyte imbalances or raise blood sugar rapidly if not paired with fiber or fat. A 2020 study in Nutrients Journal found that consuming large volumes of high water content fruits in one sitting can spike insulin disproportionately in insulin-resistant individuals. Even though the glycemic load appears low, this can cause sudden swings in blood sugar and blood pressure, both of which are stroke triggers. Tip: enjoy watermelon in moderation. A small cup with some chopped mint and a few almonds on the side is a great way to stay safe and still enjoy the taste of summer. Fruit number 7, orange juice. Here's one that fools even the most health-conscious among us: orange juice. Now, oranges themselves, the whole fruit, are wonderful. They've got fiber, vitamin C, and bioflavonoids that support your immune system. But once you strip out the fiber and concentrate the sugars into juice, things change dramatically. A single 8-ounce glass of orange juice contains around 21 grams of sugar, with little to no fiber to slow it down. In a groundbreaking 2019 study published in Circulation, researchers followed over 13,000 adults and found that frequent consumption of sugary beverages, including 100% fruit juice, was associated with a higher risk of cardiovascular death. And for older adults, this sugar spike can lead to a rapid blood pressure increase, which puts direct strain on the arteries in the brain. That's a stroke risk we just can't ignore. Swap juice for whole fruit, or dilute your juice with water and limit it to 4 ounces. Better yet, enjoy citrus with the pith, that white layer under the peel, which contains heart-protective compounds. Fruit number 8, fruit smoothies. You might be shocked to learn that fruit smoothies, especially store-bought ones, can be one of the worst offenders when it comes to raising stroke risk. Why? Because they combine multiple high-sugar fruits with very little fiber and in massive portions. A single smoothie can contain 1 banana, 1 mango, 1 cup of pineapple, 1 cup of apple juice. That's nearly 60 grams of sugar, more than a large soda. Without fiber to slow digestion, this hits your bloodstream fast, causing your insulin and blood pressure to spike. Cardiologist Dr. Elizabeth Clotis, founder of Step 1 Foods, warns, what we think is a healthy habit, drinking smoothies daily, can backfire. These drinks are often metabolic bombs in disguise. Make your own smoothies at home. Use half fruit, half vegetables, and always add chia seeds. Fruit number 9, Akai Bowls. Host. Last but not least, the trendy Akai Bowl. Akai itself is a low-sugar superfruit, high in antioxidants. But the way we eat it? That's the problem. Most Akai Bowls are topped with granola honey banana, slices coconut dried fruits that quickly pushes the sugar count to 50 to 70 grams per bowl, depending on the size. And while antioxidants are helpful, they don't cancel out the damage of blood sugar overload. As Dr. Mark Hyman, author of Food, What the Heck Should I Eat?, says, the dose makes the poison. Even healthy foods can hurt you when portioned incorrectly. Tip: if you love acai, keep your bowl small. Use unsweetened acai puree, top it with nuts, seeds, and just 1 fruit, not 5. Remember, balance over buzzwords. What you can do. Now you know the 10 fruits that could quietly increase your stroke risk, especially if you're over 50, have high blood pressure, take medications, or are managing diabetes. But here's the good news. None of these fruits are inherently evil. It's all about context, quantity, and balance. You don't have to fear fruit. You just have to be informed. Eat whole fruits in moderation. Avoid concentrated sugars. Pair fruits with protein, fiber, or fat. And most importantly, listen to your body. Your body is whispering to you every day. Learn to listen. As author and wellness expert Louise Hay once said, I am in the process of positive change. I am open to the healing power of nutrition and self-care. Let this be your invitation to take control, 1 fruit at a time. If this video helped you see fruit in a new light, give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who needs to hear this. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more empowering health content, just like this, every single week. Subscribe, comment. Which fruit surprised you the most? Honestly, turn on notifications.